is, but we on YouTube, we on Twitch, we on Kick. Kick is the new one that we're on right now. Make sure y'all follow, bro. Appreciate it. We got ready to get to this one here right now. Yeah, here we go. So we on the home screen. Bro, I would love to watch some Chris, but they always take my channel down whenever I do, and I don't need that. It says Jeff Hardy upset, legit fight. Brock Lesnar or something. Let's see what they talking about. They really be clowning my boy Jeff Hardy when he be boxing.
199 Sonic quarter pound double
I don't want
cheeseburger.
them to do that. I don't really watch AEW, nor do I want.
You want to be great? You need to
I
sacrifice.
always wish the best for Jeff Hardy. Man,
You see that?
This is crazy.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Dynamite, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Chris Jericho legitimately KO'd, Brock Lesnar coming out of retirement, Jeff Hardy upset with AEW, Bo Dallas still working with WWE, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, WrestleMania.com. As always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Samoa Joe sets the rules. Recently crowned AEW World Champion Samoa Joe unveiled a new version of the title belt on Dynamite and a new set of rules for wrestlers who want a shot at his belt. The Samoan submission machine cut his usual badass promo, telling would-be challengers the days of crying on social media for a title shot are over, and the only way someone legitimately KO'd on his cruise. As new reports are coming on the rumored beef between WWE superstar MVP and AEW star Chris Jericho. You may recall rumors of an altercation between MVP and Jericho at a hotel, and now a new story is making the rounds concerning an incident that allegedly occurred on one of Jericho's wrestling cruises. The story hit the internet after Brian Last, the co-host of Jim Cornette's podcast, revealed, "Man, there's a story I would love to tell, but I didn't get permission." But him, Jericho, getting knocked out on his own cruise ship by someone he mouthed off to. It's the most incredible story, but I can't talk about that today. Bodyslam.net's Cassidy Haynes followed up with an exclusive report that I asked around about the incident on the Jericho cruise, and sources were able to confirm the story to me, as well as the identity of the person involved. The incident took place during Chris Jericho's Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea Part 2 Second Wave back in January 2020. During the cruise, there was an altercation between Jericho and former US and Tag Team Champion MVP, where heated words were exchanged that resulted in MVP knocking out Chris Jericho. If this story is accurate, it adds context to another story involving MVP and Jericho at a hotel lobby where the two engaged in a heated exchange. This led to Jericho hurrying the elevator and as the door closed saying, "I don't fight jobbers." As wrestling fans have repeatedly seen, the drama that takes place outside the ring is sometimes greater than anything that takes place on TV. What do you guys think of these rumors about MVP and Chris Jericho? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up is Brock Lesnar coming out of retirement. Is the former UFC heavyweight champion and current WWE superstar Brock Lesnar returning to UFC for its upcoming UFC 300 pay-per-view? Former UFC fighter and sports analyst Michael Bisping recently weighed on the idea of Lesnar returning to fight current interim UFC heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall. UFC 300. Will we see Brock Lesnar on there again? It sounds stupid because Brock Lesnar is no spring chicken. He's 46 years old, but remember Randy Couture fought on the ripe old age of about 47. Fighters have gone on longer. And guess what? When there are millions of dollars on the line, people will come and fight. You may recall rumors of both Lesnar and Rousey returning to compete at UFC 300, however there's been no sign that'll happen. UFC 300 is scheduled for Saturday 13th April 2024, which means Lesnar would likely have to miss WrestleMania 40 as he couldn't risk getting hurt before the fight. Do you think the Beast will return to the Octagon? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, bad news, Charlotte Flair injures her neck. It looks like Charlotte Flair's recent injury was worse than originally believed, as a new report indicates the Queen suffered a neck injury in addition to her other injuries. Flair, who was injured on the 8th December edition of SmackDown during a match against Asuka, recently underwent surgery. It was reported after the match that Flair suffered a torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus. PW Insider is now reporting that Flair also suffered a strained neck during the match. Thankfully, it appears the additional injuries won't add any time to Flair's expected recovery date. It's currently being projected that she'll take roughly 9 months to recover. She's expected back sometime in the fall. With Flair's recovery a long way off, fans are curious who the WWE will have take her place in whatever plans the company had for her before her injury. The SmackDown roster has plenty of top talent, but some fans are hopeful that WWE will elevate someone from the mid-card or upper card into the main event slot. Names such as Alba Fire, Illa Dawn, Michin, and Shotzi all come to mind. However, the WWE's failure to do so both under Vince McMahon and Triple H has some fans skeptical it will happen. Next up, Bo Dallas still working in WWE. It looks like Bo Dallas is still working in WWE despite his absence from WWE television since the WWE pulled the Uncle Howdy character. PW Insider reports that Dallas is still receiving a paycheck from WWE. It's unclear what his role is in the WWE, but regardless, many fans see it as a classy gesture by WWE following the untimely passing of his brother Bray Wyatt last year. Next up, Jeff Hardy upset with AEW. A recent social media post from Jeff Hardy has fans wondering whether Brother Nero is really upset with his spot in AEW or just working the fans. Hardy recently posted a graphic promoting AEW's Homecoming episode along with this message. We the Hardys will not be appearing on this live show called AEW Dynamite. We the Hardys are stuck in a dimension of AEW Rampage. While wrestling's charismatic enigma may be upset with being stuck on Rampage, it's also part of the storyline that Matt Hardy hinted at that fans would see a version of the Hardys they've never seen before. If not, Jeff isn't the first talent to find himself struggling for TV time. Hardy may also want to consider his troubled history in AEW before complaining about his booking. And finally, TNA unveils a new World Heavyweight Championship belt. And last but not least, TNA Wrestling has made some big changes since revealing its name change from Impact Wrestling back to TNA Wrestling. One of these changes has been the release of a new championship belt, including the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. TNA unveiled its new belt on 10th January, just in time as champion Alex Shelley prepares to defend his title against Moose at TNA's 14th January Hard to Kill Premium Live event. What do you guys think of the new belt design? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Okay, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Let's go back to the home screen. We could let's check and see. Anybody on here? We should probably start by go to the last scene. I'm gonna put my hand up just to check and see if it loads. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nothing loads. Okay, let me go to my channel. Is this the live? Sorry, I'm picture. I don't really like that. Anyways.